Doherty. Now, if you're like me, you probably heard, oh, Jack Doherty, he's not that great. But he's worse than you can possibly.
You know that one guy who just refuses to learn? The dude who keeps pushing limits like he's invincible, only to get slapped down by reality again and again? That's Jack Doherty in a nutshell. From getting banned, evicted, humiliated on national TV, and even beat up in real life, Jack has racked up so many karma paybacks, it's like the universe has him on speed dial. And honestly, every single downfall has been his own fault. If you know Jack's reckless ways, watching his chaos finally catch up to him feels almost too satisfying. It all kicked off when Jack thought the ultimate content move was filming disruptive pranks inside Walmart. And when I say pranks, I don't mean harmless jokes. I'm talking about him storming into Walmart, causing pure chaos, and then calling it content. After pulling one reckless stunt after another, Walmart straight up banned him from every store. But instead of being embarrassed, Jack wore that ban like some twisted trophy, bragging about it like it made him legendary. But trust me, the Walmart ban wasn't even close to Jack's biggest loss. Back in 2018, he set his sights on trolling the world's top streamer at the time, Ninja. Jack started donating under fake names to mess with him, then dropped an exposing Ninja video, claiming the streamer begged him to take it down.
It's time to settle down. I feel niggas out there, let me down. Where I'm not, everybody. They can't keep a tab on my whereabouts. Acting like it's probably gonna come out. Turn them in, feel so scared.
But Ninja wasn't having it. He clapped back hard, publicly calling out Jack for straight up fabricating the whole thing. And just like that, the entire gaming community dragged Jack through the mud. That's what happens when you chase clout without even a real plan. You get exposed, and it's brutal. Now, a normal person might have taken that L and thought, maybe I should chill and actually grow up. But Jack, nah, this was just the warm-up act for his disaster of a career, if you can even call it that. Fast forward to 2020, and he somehow landed a spot on Dr. Phil, but of course, not for anything good. The episode's theme, neighborhood menace or misunderstood prankster. His neighbor was fed up with Jack's non-stop dirt bike revving, filming chaos, and being an all-around nuisance. Most people in his shoes would have gone on national TV, faked an apology, and tried to clean up their image. But not Jack. He strutted on that stage, acting cocky, smug, and completely unapologetic, like the whole world owed him something. Dr. Phil wasn't playing around. He straight up cut Jack's segment short and kicked him off the show. Imagine that. You go on national television thinking you're about to flip your bad boy image into a brand deal, and instead you get humiliated in front of millions. That stunt backfired spectacularly. Instead of gaining fans, Jack walked away with even more people despising him. That's karma caught in 4K, plain and simple. But if you thought being embarrassed on TV would finally humble him, think again. Jack moved out of his parents' place and rented himself a mansion in a quiet Los Angeles neighborhood. And of course, instead of chilling out, he cranked the pranks up to full blast with a brand new audience. His neighbors. It didn't take long before they were at his throat, fed up with his noise, dirt bikes, and constant filming. Things escalated fast when Jack even started posting his disputes with the neighbors online. And when his landlord's son told him to take the videos down or face eviction, what did Jack do? Did he try to fix it? Nope, he doubled down, uploading even more confrontational clips. Surprise, surprise, that little move got him booted from the property. Jack even admitted it on video saying, me and Zach, we're the last two left of this house and we're getting evicted. So that's the news for you guys. Like, bro, that's not news. That's the most predictable outcome ever. If you keep harassing the very people who control your living situation, eviction isn't shocking. It's Karma 101. When you're told to pack your bags, you know it's over. And that's exactly what happened to Jack. He got evicted from his so-called dream home simply because he couldn't stop being a menace to the people around him. Just think about that for a second. But instead of learning anything from it, Jack went all in on a new hustle, live streaming pure controversy. So picture this. He shows up at a bare-knuckle fighting championship event, probably just to ride the hype and get some clout. But this is Jack Doherty we're talking about, so of course, trouble found him. He ran into fellow streamer Neon, and what started off as harmless crowd banter suddenly exploded into a full-blown fist fight. Security wasn't having it. They got tossed out of the arena like two kids who couldn't play nice. But it didn't stop there. Cameras outside caught them scrapping again in what honestly looked like a budget WWE Street SmackDown, starring the internet's wildest undercards. And the fallout, the streaming platform they both used, slapped them with temporary bans. Just to recap, Jack goes to watch a fight, ends up fighting, and then gets banned from his own platform. If that's not karma saying, time out, buddy, I don't know what is. And the funniest part? He managed to get banned on Kick, a platform notorious for tolerating nearly everything. If you get banned there, you know you're doing something outrageous. But believe it or not, that wasn't even his wildest meltdown. Jack's most unhinged drama came in late 2023 when he tried to pull up at Karina's exclusive Halloween party. She reportedly straight up denied him entry, shutting him down at the door like he wasn't even worth the invite. Because of Jack's messy reputation, getting denied at Karina's Halloween party sent him into full-on supervillain mode. Instead of just taking the no and moving on, he did the unthinkable. He live-posted the party's address, basically doxing the entire event just because he was salty about not getting in. That reckless move instantly blew up, with viewers raging at him for crossing a major line. But did Jack back down? Of course not. Soon after, things got physical. A run-in at another event turned violent. Jack's bodyguard ended up scrapping with one of Karina's friends, and Jack himself caught a hit too. But the real blow wasn't a punch. It was a lawsuit. And honestly, rightfully so. All that because he couldn't handle hearing, "Sorry, you're not on the list." The guy's ego just couldn't take rejection without creating chaos. But this is where the controversies took an even darker turn. Allegations about Jack's behavior with women began to surface, and it shook his whole image. Streamer Natalie Reynolds came forward, accusing him of targeting female creators with shady contract setups and suspicious timing. Then Neon, yes, the same Neon he brawled with earlier, actually backed the claims, saying Jack got girls intoxicated to pressure them into signing deals. The accusations painted Jack not just as reckless, but manipulative, making his messy prankster persona look way more sinister than anyone expected. Jack's defenders scrambled to spin the story, but the backlash was too heavy. What came next was a tidal wave of negative PR. Even though Jack denied every allegation, his reputation, what little was left of it, took a crushing hit. And out of all the chaotic twists in his saga, this one carried the most moral weight. It's one thing to annoy neighbors or pick fights in public, but once you step into predatory territory, that's a guaranteed way to torch your name for good. But no Jack Doherty storyline would be complete without another insane dose of karma. And his infamous McLaren crash in October 2024 sealed it. Picture this: Jack behind the wheel of his flashy $200,000 McLaren 570S, live streaming on a rainy Florida highway, eyes glued to his phone instead of the road. You already know what's coming. He hydroplaned, lost control, and slammed the supercar straight into a guardrail. The luxury ride was totaled in seconds. Now here's the truly sick part. His passenger was seriously injured, but Jack's first reaction wasn't to check on him or call for help. Nope, he told his friend, "Michael, here. Michael, you film on that phone too. Let that sink in." His buddy is hurt and Jack's brain immediately goes content first. Even his own fans were horrified, flooding the comments with, "Bro, what the F?" That moment proved he cared more about clout than basic human decency. And the fallout? Kick finally had enough and banned him outright, showing that even the wildest platform has limits when it comes to Jack's reckless chaos. Once again, Jack found himself in the hot seat, this time for literally endangering lives on stream. The cops hit him with a citation for using his phone while driving, fans tore him apart online, and Kick slapped him with another ban. That's a triple whammy if there ever was one. A wrecked supercar, a platform ban, and a criminal citation, all in one shot. But did Jack learn anything from the disaster? Not a chance. Instead of embracing the whole new year, new me idea, Jack threw it straight out the window. His version of starting fresh in 2025, another crash. This time, he was out riding his dirt bike and decided to flex with the stunt, standing on the seat mid-ride. Predictably, he wiped out hard, skidding across the pavement in spectacular fashion. You'd think he'd finally take some accountability, but nope. Jack pointed the finger at the cops, ranting, "This is why we're in here in the beginning. It's freaking cops, right? I was riding my dirt bike on the road, and they always like to cry and fuss about it and give me a ticket." He walked away with only minor injuries, but sympathy? Nowhere to be found. All it did was cement his reputation. If there's trouble, Jack Doherty will find it. The more he tried to spin it on the police, the more people saw it as nothing but karma, catching up to him for his endless, reckless stunts. And just when you thought maybe, just maybe, he'd slow down, boom, January 19th, 2025 rolls around. Jack was streaming in New York City on an IRL platform called Party after being banned from Kick. When some random guy in a ski mask did what millions probably wish they could, he ran up on Jack. Instead of brushing it off, Jack and his security actually chased the dude down, setting the stage for yet another chaotic scene caught on camera. Jack and his crew ended up delivering a beatdown live on camera, and the internet wasn't impressed. His little cocky taunts afterward only poured gas on the fire, making his image tank even further. The clip went viral in minutes, and you guessed it, another platform ban. For someone who relies on streaming revenue to survive, Jack just can't seem to grasp the obvious. His reckless antics are serving him the ultimate dose of karma every single time. And then came the grand finale, the stunt that truly broke him. On February 28th, 2025, Jack decided to push his luck with an extreme dirt bike jump. Instead of using an actual ramp, he picked a random roadside incline as his launch point, because clearly, all his previous accidents taught him absolutely nothing. The result? A brutal wipeout that sent him flying and then crashing into the pavement with bone-snapping force. The aftermath was graphic. His collarbone snapped clean. You can even hear the medic in the clip saying, "Is that bad? Yeah, you see a fracture right there. Yeah, that's supposed to be in line. This piece should be 1, so it's a displaced fracture." Jack himself later tweeted about it being his worst crash yet, trying to downplay the chaos with a half-hearted, "Yeah, I guess that was dumb." Fans were torn, some genuinely worried, others pointing out that this was his 3rd or 4th major crash in just a few months. By now, the pattern was clear. No matter how many chances Jack gets, he just doesn't learn. Every accident, every fight, every ban, karma keeps circling back, and Jack Doherty keeps handing it the perfect setup. But here's the kicker. After all that chaos, Jack actually teased that once he healed, he'd be back to pulling even bigger stunts. If that's not the definition of an endless karma loop, then maybe we need a brand new word for it. At this point, Jack Doherty isn't just unlucky. He's practically the human embodiment of instant karma, tripping into disaster every single time he tries to flex. Think about it. Exposed, evicted, sued, wrecked, banned, not once, not twice, but over and over again. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion, except Jack is the one pressing the gas every single time. The real question now is, how long can he keep this up before something way worse happens? What do you think? Will Jack ever learn his lesson, or is he doomed to repeat this reckless cycle forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And remember, if you're ever tempted to pull a Jack Doherty, just know this: karma stays undefeated. Jack Doherty's story isn't just a highlight reel of chaos, it's proof that instant karma never takes a day off. From Walmart bans to TV humiliation, from eviction notices to lawsuits, from wrecked cars to broken bones, he's collected L's like trophies and somehow still calls it content. The cycle is crystal clear. The bigger the stunt, the harder the downfall. And yet, instead of learning, he teases even wilder moves the moment he gets back on his feet. It's like watching someone run headfirst into a wall over and over again, except every time, the wall hits back harder. So here's the question. Will Jack finally crash out for good, or will he keep feeding the internet more disasters to gawk at? Because one thing's for sure, karma doesn't miss, and with Jack Doherty, it's batting a perfect score.